Welcome to the Mischief. I'm Valen, and this is Quality Crops, a mod that adds in a little bit of Stardew Valley, plus a little bit of quality in your crops. Yep, it sounds basic, but there's a lot more to it than you might think. So the long and short of it is this mod adds in special qualities to your crops. So when you harvest something like, let's say, a potato from like one of these little things here, yes, I've got some resource packs going on, so things are looking a little bit prettier than they normally would otherwise. But if you harvest something like a potato, there is a chance, albeit smaller, that you may end up getting something like an iron star, a gold star, or a diamond star on that food item, thus allowing it to be, well, better in many ways. For example, there's also things like apples, cocoa beans, brown mushrooms, and so on. You can see here that there's just kind of like this massive list on the side of all the different things that are affected by these quality stars. Now, these quality star items will stack together, but they won't stack with other types. So if I try and put them together like that, they won't work. But if you don't want the star on there, you just want the traditional item, or you want it to go down to a different star level, you can just craft it and it will actually go to the next level down, thus allowing you to actually stack them, even though it will probably be a little bit less effective. Don't forget, this also means that if you want to have some kind of fishing competition, that is the case with this, that you do have a possibility of getting special quality fish whenever fishing. To go over further detail about the different qualities of crops, let's take a look at some of these examples. I have here some codfish, regular cod, then it goes up to iron. You can see it's a little bit more food that it'll regenerate. And then the gold star is pretty much looks the same. Go into the diamond and it gives a little bit more food in general, but that's just a raw cod. Now, if you cook it, that's where it really starts to jump up, because it will start really increasing with the quality of the food. And then, of course, if you add in something like Quality's Delight, which is an add-on or compat between Quality Crops and Farmer's Delight, which is both, well, Farmer's Delight's a very popular Minecraft mod for food, but you can add this together. Normally you'd get a Farmer's Delight item here, which is made with like an onion, tomato, or random food, random meat there on a stick. Now, if you instead use all silver star items, you can make a barbecue stick, which is even better than the original. Then same thing with the gold, even better than that, and the diamond, even better than that. Yes, legendary food types. And you can see we've got like steak, or we've got raw beef, we've got your different steaks, and then we've got your steak potatoes, which of course is part of Quality's Delight, aka an improvement over the Farmer's Delight, or a compat, if you will. But it's an improvement only because it uses quality materials. Now, if you are interested in the Quality's Delight mod, as that is also kind of relevant to this showcase, bit by bit, whatever you want to call it, then I would call your attention to Farmer's Delight, Nether's Delight, Ocean's Delight, Farmer's Respite, Ender's Delight, and Crabber's Delight. All of those are going to be effective in compat with this mod and can be used as such. Now, this isn't all that it does. Now, yes, that is a very Stardew-esque feel with the random quality goods that you might get in there, which is kind of nice. It does add a little bit of variety, so you can get some really nice items. And yes, it even works with things like sugarcane. You're like, okay, well, what's the difference here? Well, you can get quality sugar, but then you can use that sugar to make things like quality pumpkin pie and so on. Now, beyond that, we've got these fertilizers. They are a little bit different than your normal fertilizer of bone meal. You don't use them on crops per se. Instead, you're going to craft these and then put them down on some kind of dirt or grass block, or even a tilled land. Any of those will work just fine. But an iron fertilizer requires any silver starred items plus your iron ingots to craft one of those. Your gold fertilizer requires an iron fertilizer plus 2 gold star items and a bunch of gold. And then your diamond fertilizer requires 2 diamond star items plus your gold fertilizer and 6 diamonds. So let's take these items out here for a little bit of a test run. So if you want to use these, all you have to do is just right click on some kind of dirt block and it will automatically convert it into tilled land. And as you can see here, this is just grass. Right clicking it uses it up and it creates this kind of silver dots on there, the gold dots and the diamond dots. And these are now regular, well, farmlands, but they are of the different variety types. And yes, they are affected by water as regular farmland would be, but it does not show it visibly. So please be very aware of that. They will grow better when moistened, but they do not actually have the crops grow faster than they otherwise would be on a dry or moist variant of regular vanilla Minecraft growing stuff. Let's go over here to my little example area where we've got an iron, gold, and diamond setup. Each of these is set up with the applicable iron, gold, and diamond farmlands, and none of these are actually set up with any kind of water nearby. I just have a random tick speed turned up to 4096 in here, so everything will grow almost instantaneous, but it gives you an idea of how things work. So if I go over here, I have the create mod installed in here as well, just so that I have an ease of accessing things. I have nothing in these barrels at the moment, but if I pull this lever, it will then harvest everything. Pull it back, it comes back. Everything will just kind of grow almost instantly due to the random tick speed that I have set up. And then I can also just harvest it over again, thus giving you a little bit more of a sample to work with. Now, these are just 4x4 plots that I have growing in place here. I don't have anything more than that, so we could just use it 3 times and then we can have an idea of what we're going to be getting. So if you have iron, of the iron farmland down here, and you want to know what you're going to be getting. Obviously, you're going to be getting a lot of the regular potatoes, plus you're going to be getting bonus stuff. Now, usually iron quality stuff, or iron quality items, just in general, from regular farmland is a 15% chance that you'll get that from any crop. Then gold is a 10% chance, and diamond is a 5% chance. Now, with these, it makes things a little bit different. So we've got your regular standard potatoes. We've got your off ones, your poisonous potatoes here. But you can see we've got a lot of silver stars, some gold, some diamond. So that's just kind of standard for what you're going to end up getting in general. But the iron ones will have a focus on iron. Moving over to the gold ones, we have here your regular potatoes, and you'll notice that the silver and gold have kind of traded places with the quantities. We've got just 9 silver, 20 gold, and 2 diamonds. So this is going to focus more on giving you gold star items. Then moving over to the diamond ones, I think you're starting to get an idea of how this is actually going to go. We've got very few of the silver, very few of the gold, and a whole lot of the diamond ones. So therefore you're going to be getting the best food possible when you do harvest it from these, or at least the best possibility of getting the quality materials. And as a last thing, we also have one extra add-in in here, and that's going to be dough, because your wheat is pretty much going to be just your different quality versions. But in order to make dough, you'll need 3 wheat plus a water bucket will get you 3 dough. You can also do this with silver, gold, and diamond star. Using any of those, you can of course make your fertilizers if they are of the appropriate style, but alternately you can then cook them to make your different starred types of bread. So with that, I think we're done here with this mod, but I figured we might as well go over a few different food mods, and I've got another one in the pipe later on this week. So if you want to see more of that, please be sure to give a like, comment, subscribe. Don't be afraid to come visit us on Twitch, where we stream regularly. That means we're live streaming, and you can come visit us and talk to us there. Alternately, you can also check out any of those VODs uploaded to our second YouTube channel, Mischief of Mice 2. And until next time, folks, I'll see ya.